to my channel. If you don't know who this be, it's your girl KylerB coming at you with a new video. So today we're going to, talk about why does Netflix always cancel the good TV shows. They're one of the best TV shows, one of the best rated TV shows that they have, and they also just fumble the bag and it ends up getting canceled for, no reason in particular. So as of recently, Netflix canceled 2 shows, The Society and I'm Not Okay With This. Before, they were canceling some other shows as well earlier. They canceled some other shows earlier. So in the beginning of this year, before all of that, yes, fall semester has started. Yeah, so school is back in session, but we're like enrolled in Zoom Academy right now, so everybody's online. It's hybrid classes, in class, not in class. If you guys check out my social medias, they're going to be linked down below in the description box, and up above is going to be shown up there. Also, if you guys didn't know, I'm a Mary Kay independent beauty consultant. I have a website down below. Go check that out. Check out anything that you guys would like. It's skincare, beauty, makeup, those type of things that is on the website. There's also things for men. There's things for sensitive skin, oily skin, combination skin, dry skin. There's something for everybody. So go check out my website. It's going to be down in the description box down below. So further ado, let's get right into this video. We're going to talk about why does Netflix always cancel their best TV shows. So recently it came out that Netflix canceled The Society and I'm Not Okay With This. Before I even get into those 2 shows, let's talk about it. Earlier this year, they had a new show called SpinningOut. It came out January 1st, 2020, and then it got canceled February 3rd, 2020. Just within a month, the show got canceled, literally. And the thing is, Netflix didn't do so well on promoting the show. And then the thing is, the show ended on a cliffhanger, which is like, come on. And people actually like the show. So it's like, people are like, why are you canceling your show? So everybody's still fighting and signing petitions and kind of like fighting for the show to be renewed. The writers of SpinningOut were like, we already had a second, script, a second season script writing. Like, this was like a blindside. They didn't even know, that they were going to get canceled. They already were working on a second script, and they got blindsided. Then after that, the pandemic came, and every TV and movie production got shut down. So there's really, like, even if they wanted to move forward, you couldn't move forward with producing or continuing on the show. So right now, shows and movie productions are coming back up and starting at the end of August, early September. They're starting to get back into production to do their TV shows and movies and all that stuff. So this is the SpinningOut was one of the first shows that got canceled. I still really dislike the way Netflix handled these things, and just cancel a show out of the blue, and especially on a cliffhanger. So then back in June, another show, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, got canceled off of Netflix. Chilling Adventures is probably one of Netflix's popular shows. It part 3 of the show came out in January 24th, and they got good reviews. They were renewed for part 3 and 4 like years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago. They got renewed for part 3 and 4, and part 3 and 4 are a combination of season 2. So they combine together, they make up a season 2. So they thought they were in the bag for a part 5, part 5, part 6 to make season 3, and they didn't have it. So if you guys didn't know, Chilling Adventures and Sabrina and Katie Keene were created by Roberto Aguirre Sacasa, who also is the creator of Riverdale. So 2 of his shows literally within the month of July got canceled, basically a week apart. So it was quite sad because, those are, Chilling Adventures and Riverdale are his 2 best shows, and he came out with Katie Keene this year, and that show got canceled. I was kind of like stating in a video that I, did before, I'll link that up above, that why did Katie Keene get onto the HBO streaming service? Because not a lot of people has any HBO, and HBO is a new streaming service. Not a lot of people has it, and Katie Keene is not a well-established show to make people, get up and, open their credit cards or whatever and purchase a subscription from HBO. You know what I'm saying? I mean, one of the reasons maybe why people go to HBO is to watch Friends and maybe even Pretty Little Liars, but other than that, Katie Keene was not exclusive to HBO, because you can still watch, if you live in the US, Katie Keene was still able to watch the full season for free on the CW network. So it's like, why am I paying for HBO to watch this show? But I found out that Netflix and the CW kind of canceled or does not have their contract anymore. So any new show that came out on Netflix, not on Netflix, on the CW, are going to be going on to the HBO streaming service instead of Netflix streaming service. So it's like, okay, so Katie Keene kind of lost out, because like shows like All American and Legacies and those new shows that came out the year prior, they still get to go on Netflix. So they're cool, because, and the thing is, Netflix, those shows, Netflix, they get international viewers. People see it from all around the world, and they're like, oh my gosh, this show is so great. That's why Riverdale is like so acclaimed around the world, or a lot of people know about it, because after the show airs on the CW, the day after, it gets onto Netflix, and then everybody around the world gets to see it. So it's kind of like when people, get up in arms about, oh, you canceled this best show, but you give Riverdale a season 5. The thing is, Riverdale is not in Netflix jurisdiction. Like, they can't do anything about it because they didn't create the show. They don't have those type of rights to cancel a show that's not theirs. So I know, as much as people were like, oh my gosh, Netflix, you canceled this show, but you have Riverdale going on to season 5. They don't. The only thing that they have is CW. They have these rights from the CW network that they can get onto Netflix, and is shown internationally. And I guess because people around the world doesn't have the CW to watch it on, that they, confuse the two and say, Riverdale and Netflix is synonymous like with each other. That's like a Netflix original, when it's really not. And people don't understand this. So every time like a show gets canceled that's a fave, everyone's like, oh, you have Riverdale, blah 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 blah, and then you cancel this good show. Is like, they can't do anything about Riverdale. I mean, and if anything, Riverdale probably would have gotten canceled, probably after season 2, if it was a Netflix original, probably. But the since it's on the CW and it's doing well on the CW, I mean, why cancel a show that's doing well? You know what I'm saying? If it's doing well, a lot of people are still watching the show, even though it's kind of, crazy and going in a weird direction. It's still, people are still intrigued to continue watching it. So anyway, apart from that, recently Netflix canceled The Society, and I'm not okay with this. Now, and they said the reasoning that they canceled those two shows is because of COVID reasons, which is not necessarily a reason, because you could have just put it on hold until, you know, those reasons are, you know, cleared up. Why? Because the thing is that The Society got renewed last year, back in July. It got renewed for season 2. And if you ever went on Netflix, it would have shown, oh, season 2 coming 2020, like in the little description of The Society. And everyone's like, season 2 is coming 2020, but it's like August, where's The Society season 2 coming on? But the thing is, they started production of filming back in February, and then March 13th, you know, through the 17th, they're like, every TV production and movie production needs to get stopped. So they only had maybe 2 to 3 weeks to film something, and they had to stop because of, you know, the pandemic. So with that being said, they didn't get to film anything or much of anything. So they were renewed for season 2 since last year, and then the show got canceled, which is like, how do you retract your statement? So it's like, no show is really safe. If your reasoning is because of COVID that you're going to cancel a show, then no show is safe, because you renewed the show a year ago, and then now you're retracting your statement and it's like, nope, it's going to be canceled. So it's like, if a show gets renewed, they might get canceled because they feel like canceling a show, which quite sucks, because it's not like they didn't renew the show. They renewed it, but then they retract their statement. There was a live Catherine Newton and Gideon. They did like a little Instagram live talking about, you know, the sad and news about their show getting canceled. And when that happened, they were saying that they were supposed to go back to start filming the end of August, early September. Like, they had, you know, I guess their itineraries ready to go back to film. So it quite sucks, because, you know, for a show that was renewed, and then to find out you're not renewed anymore, you're canceled because of the pandemic. Ready to go back. They were said that the whole entire season 2 was already written, and then the show is now canceled. I haven't seen this before. I haven't seen a show get renewed and then get canceled. You know, like, that's, I mean, what's going on? Like, I haven't seen that. Like, you renewed the show a year ago because of all the success and all of the claims it got, and then next thing you know, you're gonna cancel the show because of what? Like, yeah. Everyone's doing petitions to save The Society, to save Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. I mean, I don't know if the SpinningOut petitions are going, but those are 3 of the 3 shows that I have watched that I really liked. I did reviews on the SpinningOut series, or not the series, but the SpinningOut show, and I did the one on The Society. I will be linking them above, so you guys can go check them out. I was very much prepared to see what season 2 has in store, because these 2 shows left off on a cliffhanger, and it's like, come on now. People are like so intrigued to see what's next. What do they have in store for this show? And it's like, it's quite saddening that, you know, they cancel the show. I haven't seen I'm Not Okay With This. I mean, I heard some good things about it, but it seems like Netflix always cancel a show. Hopefully Netflix changed their mind again and decides to keep The Society. Chilling Adventures has like almost 200,000 signatures to keep the show, or, you know, to petition against Netflix. So hopefully, like, something comes about it, some good news comes about it. Right now I'm kind of like worried about On My Block, because On My Block has not gotten any word of being renewed yet. For season 4 we haven't heard anything, and the show, they already renewed Outer Banks that came out in April, and On My Block came out in March. So it's like, you're not gonna renew On My Block yet? Like, what's going on? And the second thing is that, like, Netflix implemented this top 10 thing. Like, you know, if you're trending on top 10, your show is doing great. So, I mean, On My Block did great because they were trending on top 10. You know, Outer Banks was trending on top 10. What else? The Society, I mean, it came out a year ago, so, I mean, they couldn't trend on anything. But it kind of sucks that, like, now, if you trend on top 10, that shows, you know, people watch the show. Like, you have a good amount of viewership. But, I mean, hopefully that changes. I mean, On My Block did trend on top 10, so hopefully that keeps it going. Because people are still wondering if there's going to be a season 4, but knowing Netflix, I mean, the way that they're going, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about it. But, I mean, they should renew the show. I also saw, like, on Twitter, like, you know, what are some canceled shows that you, like, really are annoyed about? So, like, these three shows I really liked were canceled. Hopefully, you know, they get picked back up from somewhere, from another station, or even from Netflix itself. Some other shows from the past that got canceled that ended on cliffhangers for one are 9 Lives with Chloe King, The Secret Circle, Twisted, The Lying Game, Spinning Out. I mean, yeah. Like, those shows ended on cliffhangers, and I'm still not over, you know, the networks canceling a show. Like, I'm still upset with The Secret Circle because they had so much potential to continue. Like, The Secret Circle came out in the era of, you know, the Vampire Diaries doing really well, you know, and it could have been like a trio with the Vampire Diaries, the originals, then later on Legacies, because The Secret Circle is written by L.J. Smith, who wrote the books of the Vampire Diaries. So it could have been really great because, you know, it had so much more to continue on with. 9 Lives of Chloe King ended on such a cliffhanger that is like, wow. Like, when ABC Family, when there was ABC Family instead of Freeform, I can't. That show ended off a cliffhanger. It only had 10 episodes, and those 10 episodes were so interesting. Ended off a cliffhanger. The Lying Game had potential to continue. Why? Twisted. Like, those are some other shows. Comment down below some canceled shows that you guys just wish they would have continued on in the future, because those are my, like, top 5 shows that I'm still not over being canceled. You know, that you, like, kind of wish they would have continued to see what would happen. In other words, Netflix stopped canceling good shows. Hopefully, if you guys are watching this, retract your statements on these shows that you guys canceled, because they're very much watched. Like, these are some good shows, because the other shows that you guys are trying to come out with is not cutting it. Like, I'm looking at what shows you guys are going to release, and I'm like, nothing is really piquing my interest at this point as a Netflix original. So hopefully they get it together. Anyway, if you guys like this video, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this whole situation. Whatever. Comment down below some suggestions of what you want to see in the future. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Peace.